Well, welcome to the Veterans Park Tea Party. So amazed by how many people have shown up today to support the ideas of the Tea Party. And I have something that a lady emailed to me a couple days ago that I felt was probably the most appropriate thing that I had seen, heard, or read about the Tea Party. And I've kind of prepared that into a little bit of a speech that I want to present to you now. The absolutely amazing thing about the entire Tea Party movement, which has grown exponentially, is the unity and deep conviction of those involved. The Tea Party movement is drawing people from all political stripes, social causes, and income brackets. It is drawing people who have never participated in any kind of political or grassroots movement before. People like me. What we have in common and what holds us together is a very deep love for the uniqueness of the United States of America, a desire for the limited government that our founding fathers created, a fairly strict interpretation of the Constitution, and a belief in capitalism and free enterprise and strong sense of personal responsibility. Tea Party movement people are feeling an urgency. They're sensing that we must take action now, not next year. The Tea Party is not endorsing one particular solution, candidate, or party. We know that there are many good ideas out there and excellent people behind them. We know that some of the groups have worked on these issues in a formal way for years and perhaps feel that the Tea Party movement is eclipsing their efforts. That is not the intention of the Tea Party movement at all. We are choosing to major on the majors. That is the strength and the power of the Tea Party movement. It won't matter if it's fair tax, no tax, or flat tax if our country is bankrupt. It won't matter if you want the Federal Reserve abolished if Congress keeps appropriating power for itself and voters are ignored. It won't matter how you feel about the federal funding for abortion or the marriage amendment if our government usurps power and does not reverse its current path. Your voice will have little impact. We see ourselves as serving as a springboard for the people. We are a starting point. We are a powerful voice saying to all elected officials, local, regional, state, and federal, the government belongs to us, the voter, the taxpayer, not you. The incredible laser-like power of the Tea Party movement is the lack of faction. The incredible laser-like power of the Tea Party movement is the lack of factions. We cannot be ignored. Even the framers of the Constitution chose to set aside some issues at the time in order to focus on the foundational issue, the founding of a constitutional democracy. The issues and ideas that are at the core of the Tea Party movement are as follows. 1. All forms of government must abide by the boundaries set forth in state and federal constitutions. 2. All pork and earmarks in the stimulus, omnibus bills, and bailouts must be reversed and repealed. The national budget must be balanced. Spending cuts, not increased taxation, should be used to balance the budget. 3. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness implies personal responsibility, not handouts. Free enterprise and capitalism, not government-controlled economics. Some people choose to be irresponsible, and of course some fall on hard times due to circumstances, but it is not the responsibility of the general public vis-a-vis the government intervention to guarantee or bail out irresponsibility and failure. Private individuals and organizations give out of compassion and generosity, not compulsion through taxation, laws, and pork barrel projects. 4. All elected and appointed officials are under the employment and serve at the will of we the people. As Abraham Lincoln said, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Point number 5, excessive tax burdens kill prosperity. Number 6, excessive national debt is generational theft and stealing the future of our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. 7, Neither major political party is clean on these issues. Both Democrats and Republicans have taxed excessively, and neither have restrained the hand of government effectively. There are certainly individual representatives who have been faithful to their constituents and to the Constitution. However, too many are engaged in protecting their congressional positions and turf. The majority of government officials have insulated themselves from the people they serve and hold themselves above the law. We are simply saying, no, you aren't above the law. Stay within the Constitution, or we will retire you at the next election. 8, the American public at large is ignorant of the purpose of government, the founding documents such as the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and the Federalist Papers. As a result, they allow politicians to sell them false hope and rights and entitlements that are not guaranteed by the Constitution. By educating the American people on the foundations of our history, we hope to bring sanity to the election and legislative processes. And 9, as a group, we are appalled at the audaciousness and arrogance of our government in the last few years, particularly the proposals and bills passed in the last few months, despite massive public disapproval. The Tea Party is a wake-up call to all Americans.
Amen.
Folks, thank you for coming out. We've got a great lineup of speakers coming up. I believe next coming up, I'm going to bring out Bruce DeLay, and he's going to introduce our speakers.
Someone asked me recently if they thought we should send troops to the border. And I said, well, of course. Then they started talking about the Mexican border. I said, oh, I thought you meant the border of Virginia and Maryland with the District of Columbia.
Today, so I went to bed a happy man, working hard, paying my taxes, and I woke up to find out I was a radical extremist. I was not happy. I thought I was doing what was right, believing in God, like I said, pay my taxes, and somebody else's fair share too, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop the handouts to Wall Streets and banks. Just stop the national socialization of our banks. Just stop the Federal Reserve's printing press. Just stop the federal bailouts and sweetheart deals to favored companies. Just stop wasting taxpayers' money on stimulus packages. Just stop exploding the national debt and saddling our children and grandchildren with excessive liabilities. Just stop voting for bills you don't even read. Just stop trying to spend away our prosperity. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop.
Just stop. Just stop.